Okay, there we go. I thought that he was going to have a problem with my microphone, and I was right. Hey, it's Levi with Member Solutions. I'm over here with Phone Support. How y'all doing? Probably should have gotten myself something to drink before I went live, because I don't have anything to drink now, and I'm going to be doing some voices. I got to do some voices. Stodoc Shop. Hey, how you doing? Okay. First of all, I need to request a drink from the children. Christopher, Changeling, Levi, Richard, Slayer, Nicholas. How y'all doing? I'm sorry I haven't been active in a while. Life gets busy. But here now for a while. I just finished cuddling my new buddy. So big and cuddly. Made a meme asking what could be worse than a failed death save. Patrick SpongeBob responds with the second failed death save. Showing Chris the designs too. Palpatine needs his coffee. Absolutely. I need my coffee. I don't drink coffee though. So for me, it's some tea and some other stuff. If I can get the kiddos to listen, at least one of them, to me, and bring the stuff down. So I've got a skit, and I've sent the script on over to our voice actor for the Batman role, because I can't play Batman whatsoever. But I can do a relatively passive Joker. You know, hey Betsy. I can kind of get there with a little bit of practice. And so we've got, Batman's lines that he's going to be doing at the end, which is we're remaking the Batman Kamehameha skit, which you guys remember. I had Batman learn Kamehameha. I did a couple videos in that vein of him learning stuff, and I never really got to fully explore it because shit just kind of happened, and I never got to do that. So we're going to be re-exploring it, and I've reached out to look at some possible animation. To start off with, it's not going to have the whole thing animated. It's just going to be, a portion of it animated. But one of the biggest things was a lot of people were like, hey, I want to see Batman do the Kamehameha when he does it. So that's what we're doing. They sure of me known as Dark Loki. Absolutely love that. So we have Batman in my lines as the first. It's an honor to the original skit, and I'm going to try to react the same way, and I'm having a voice actor kind of work on things right now, in fact, and this is just like a tester, right? He's not, I'm going to be paying for this, but like right now he's just going to send me a test stuff because I'm kind of testing it out, and then I'll be like, hey, here's these tweaks I need you to do, and then like, where do I send the money, so on and so forth. Bunny, I built a droid pool out of a chopper body. Kind of keeping the Joker voice right now because I can swing back to it now. That's I must say, Batsy, it's much harder to do his line in a normal voice, but I can probably get away with it. The biggest problem that I have is I need something to lubricate because I am most definitely not used to that. It's funny how I can do the Palpatine Joker way easier, I can go down. Hey. Present of the supplies to Phineas and Ferb get to get from villain. Everything. Everything and nothing. There's a joke that we roll with here that like we have our like we're every company, right? In some fashion or some way. It's kind of think of China. Like you're getting everything comes from China. Whether everything manufactured, everything comes from China. All parts made in China. You guys remember the Armageddon movie? That's spinny. Look at that. But doing the joke is all about the mindset. I would agree. Hey, kiddo, thank you so much. That's going to help out a lot.
Have fun with that. You get to use that cup
now. Let me that for a second. 1 second. All I have to do is rinse it out. Fine.
Bye.
Bye, kiddo. Using tea as a lubricant. Well, now, isn't that just fun? You know, with Joker, the moments that he's like quote unquote sane are probably the scariest because you know no, I don't think it's funny at all. Right, so you get that drop and like oh dear no, it's just that complete 180, which is really cool. Ooh. Same one. You're welcome. Why does the universe confound me so? Non-existent. IRS. My favorite part of Mark Hamill's Joker was the episode where he. Oh, the IRS one. I can look that up real quick. I remember that one. It's like doing the same things. And if I don't pay up, I'll go to jail for tax evasion. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman. But the IRS? No, thank you. Hold on. No, thank you. I love the tremble in his voice there. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman. Oh, wow, that was a different one. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS? No, thank you. But the IRS? No, thank you. I can't. It's really hard to do. Like that's a testament to Mark Hamill's voice work. It's like no, in a separate voice. Like to be fair, Joker is effectively Mark Hamill's voice, just exaggerated, but still. There's no laws against droids, Batman. Yes, there are. Thank you, Mike. The benefit of learning how to do your own voices is money. More money in your pocket means more things to do with it. Oh, the IRS stuff. He did. He totally like it's Mark Hamill. Like no matter what you think of Joker, you think of Mark. You think of Batman. On average, you still think of Kevin Conroy. Now, in a few years, since both of them are done with the roles, that's gonna change. You know, things are gonna change as time goes on. And the further away we get from them, the further people will be like, I don't know, I've never heard of that particular one. But like, you know, people remember Joker and Batman thanks to the games. You know, that's still fresh in everyone's mind. And then the shows that they continue to do. Hey, Bub. Voicing Wolverine. I don't do a whole lot of stuff with Freddy, Five Nights at Freddy's for a lot of reasons. Mainly, I don't know the franchise well enough. The one video I did was because my kids begged me to do a video, and that was it. And I'm like, I can probably do this, and that's what I was able to do. So, after we get done with dealing with Batman, we hear my training doesn't. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Ha me, ha me, ha. You know, you get that. And I get to react kind of giddy, kind of worrisome, considering what happens beforehand. My training doesn't end there. Another master awaits. And I'm going to pick a Goku clip. I'm just going to pick a Goku clip. Wait, Bruce? Line gets cut. Oh, I have so many mixed emotions right now. And I'm still smiling. John, I have to show you something. I have something to show you. We cut to John, who's on the phone with Joker. A few minutes later, a few hours later, whatever it is. And this is like the combination of what me and John have like gone back and forth and wrote, and it still feels off. And I know the reason why this feels off, right? Overlord, yeah, there is, but like the situation that is currently happening is going to get worse before it gets better. Ooh. I didn't know that he did that. So John, Batman. John, how did Batman get laser gloves? I want laser gloves. Whoa, that's a hard one to go right into. John, how did Batman get laser gloves? I want laser gloves. Hold on, Levi, did we sell Batman laser gloves? No. Joker, we didn't sell Batman any laser gloves. And what is that blue beam he's firing? Blue beam? I mouth Kamehameha. Joker, hold on. Did you just mouth Kamehameha? Yeah, buddy.
I couldn't find anything that I wanted to eat.
You ate breakfast, didn't you?
No, I haven't eaten anything.
Yeah, you did. I remember you eating a pastry.
I ate a donut. So technically, I have anything to eat. But I'm hungry.
We have lots of leftovers. I can't cook tonight.
Can I have some beef jerky?
Yeah, okay.
Can I have my own bag?
Yeah, just take the whole bag. Okay. It's a lot of calories, though.
Yeah, but I found my sodas.
All right. Anyways, back to where we were. I mouthed Kamehameha. Joker, hold on. Did you just mouth Kamehameha? Mm-hmm. Joker, listen. Hey, Batsy, look, you wouldn't hit a guy on the phone, would you? Joker, you need to leave now. Joker, what do you mean you don't need to? That's your use guns. What the heck is an energy beam? John, get me the hell out of here. Ooh, I got right into it. That takes some getting used to. And we just hear Batman go, ha! From the Kamehameha sound, because that last part is loud enough it would be heard. And then we hear the Kamehameha sound. Oh shit, he just got Yamcha. And then John turns to Levi. Levi, I know you're excited and a bit worried, but I think you need to be more worried than excited. Batman with powers, John, and not magic, but like training and fighting, and how often does that go well? My point exactly. Party pooper. Gives Levi a hard stare. So the reason why it feels off to me, and I know the reason why, is because Batman with weapons, and the way the Joker would know this, right? It's that first part, the first few lines of John reacting with Joker, right? And then it's I like the John did about John John how did about So here's the thing about that. Let's talk Stitch real quick. Hey Sean, how you doing? Hola. So I have him dimension hop as a resolution, right? That's the next setup to the next skit and the next universe and everything else. So the situation that's happening right now is not resolved. It's not resolvable because we're still in the Stargate universe. We still have things that need to happen, and they could happen very, very quickly. They could happen slowly. Like we're gonna find out. I already have the next part planned. He's in Futurama isn't honestly not on my radar as far as putting Stitch in there currently. In all honesty, it's more funny for us to send Stitch in a more serious universe like Stargate, even DBZ, and that kind of stuff, than it is to send him in a 100% comedy area, because we're the comedy. Just sorry to bring it to you, but that's the thing. It's like, yes, Stargate has its moments, so on and so forth. All these shows that I've done have their moments. But the comedy is focused around like us trying to corral the situation. Going to Futurama, like they have their own comedy and everything. I would have to write a Futurama episode, and there's no way and no need for us to be in that episode at that point. That would be you watching Stitch be in Futurama and things happening in the Futurama stuff. Now, when we get to animating and doing a bunch of things, there may come a time where I'm able to revisit this entire series from Stitch's POV, in which case that would be, good example. Stitch in the Sin City comics has such a serious universe, and then having something like Stitch dropped in there, it's just funny to laugh at. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Captain Silver. Stitch would eat his Zoidberg. We sent him to Star Wars. Stitch versus Spock would be hilarious. So I need to fix this first half. The John, how did Batman get laser gloves? I want laser gloves. I think that's the line I'm hooked up on, and the reactions to that line, because I feel, you have Joker who would be immediately reacting, and this might be the thing. I might not be voicing Joker, to be in all honesty. I know somebody who can voice Joker, because I can voice him really, really well. But I'm already having him voice Batman. John, it's like something dark side. Hey, that's it, John. John, how did Batman get laser gloves? I want laser gloves. John, how did Batman get laser gloves? I want laser gloves. Part of my voice hurts. It needs training. It needs exercise. It needs to be used. Laser gloves? Where does he get this marvelous toys? Laser gloves, John. He has laser gloves. Did you? Ooh. Something didn't like that. Laser gloves? Where does he get these marvelous toys? John, did you get him these? I want some laser gloves. That would be a nice homage to that line. That would be a nice. I think that's what it is. I think that's what we need to do here. So we need to do an homage to that. Overlord, you're gonna have to apologize. I'm not gonna be able to keep up and do the thing I'm trying to work on. It's in the script to Mark Hamill. Stranger things have happened. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Mark has straight up said he's never going to do Joker again, but then he does it randomly in interviews and stuff. But this would be effectively putting him like there's no way, because I'm having somebody else pretend to be Kevin Conroy's Batman, and then I'm putting did that. No. If I got Mark Hamill, like Mark Hamill could watch it and be like, that's right on cue, right? And so like I want to make sure the writing's correct. We're working on the possibility of him eating something. Homage is good. Yeah. We want to pay proper tribute, make sure things are there, and I want to make sure the writing is on point. Ow. I've not, no. I've not seen my shirt. Yeah, I would geek out so hugely. I would most definitely geek out. I think if I took out the John part or the laser gloves, he has laser gloves. Where does he get these marvelous toys? I want some, John. I think John needs to call it out. I was like, laser gloves. So I like that. And then so Joker's first line would change from John, how did Batman get laser gloves? I want laser gloves. To laser gloves? He has laser gloves. Where does he get these marvelous toys? I want some, John. And then we have John's line. Hold on. Levi, did we sell Batman laser gloves? Then Levi needs to point out. No. Under the I can't spell category. There we go. Category. Didn't Batman have like a punching? No, that was Joker. Pretty sure. What was it? Boxing glove. That was Joker's weapon. That was always a Joker weapon. So instead, it would be Joker's line would be laser gloves. So we have Joker's line of the laser gloves. No, and then you'd have my line after John says, "Hold on, Levi, did we sell Batman laser gloves?" John not getting to the telling Joker that he can't have it yet. No, pretty sure that'd fall underneath the gun category. And a grappling hook isn't. Look, Joker, we didn't sell Batman any laser gloves. Then what is that blue beam he's firing? Blue beam? Joker, hold on. Did you just mouth Kamehameha? Mm-hmm. I think that does it. I think that fixes it, to be honest. I think that works out really, really well. I'm going to test it out here in a second. Nope. Cancel that. That was the wrong line to edit. Because then I call out the whole gun thing, right? No, pretty sure. Joker. So let's see how that feels. Laser gloves. He has laser gloves. Where does he get these marvelous toys? I want some, John. Hold on, Levi. Did we sell Batman laser gloves? No, pretty sure that'd fall under the gun category. And a grappling hook isn't. Look, Joker, we didn't sell Batman any laser gloves. Then what is that blue baby's firing at me? And what is that blasted blue beam he keeps firing at me? I forgot the hat. Allergies suck. Allergies suck. Fine, but he's paying double. Bruce, a certain clown wants some of those gloves. Fine, but he's paying double. Follow the question of blonde hair, pink costume, I don't know. I'm gonna have to swing back and read some of these real quick. You ever need a bit with the trickster though? He did that role very well, both in the 90s and Flash. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Let's face it, Trickster, Cockknocker, Joker, they're all effectively the same character. The thing with Mark Hamill, he's up for anything fun, even if it doesn't pay. That's why he's in Star Citizen on the cheap. That he knows CR. Here's the thing. Mark Hamill's on Cameo. Like, At least he used to be. That's close. I think he did it only for charity. Yeah, he did it for a charity thing. Never mind. He is not done cameo. We do a lot of videos with Nappa. Nappa's a main character. So it's Joker versus Batman, who has the Kamehameha. They might just found out. Got fair to Kamehameha, maybe. Batman had taser gauntlets. He stole. Taser gauntlets. Tasing someone is much different than like it firing from it. So like, being up for fun roles. That's it. How we got talking live action Guyver. Spit it out, Levi. It doesn't belong to you. You don't know where it's been. You keep choking on it. Don't know what it is. Dog goes, what? Danger of getting a known voice actor for free and somebody else. And SAG gets fussy. Could be, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, because like I'm doing a parody bit, and the voice actor I'm working with has already brought up that like it's kind of like frowned down upon, but like there's entire careers on the whole thing. So like there's people who get paid to be Mark Hamill in video games. There's people who get paid to be this and so on and so forth. Oh, you're reading the shirt. How the cow goes moo, the duck goes quack, and the dog goes Edward. And this is the extra trauma edition. So it goes Edward and then Big Brother. So enjoy your trauma. Yay. Made a few tweaks ready for it. Hold on. Batman, I've discovered the secret of your new technique. But I made a few tweaks. Ready? For a car, me. I think I cut out there. To think I'm doing all these for free. But I was playing like a mobile game too. Oh goodness. I'll have to clip that one. I'm getting shown the shirt. 1 second. That looks so fucking good. Oh my god. That. I am so jealous right now. That reminds me. Look at the stitch. Go away. we were Steven shared I have to mute that. That looks so fucking good. All of them look good. That looks so damn good. I cannot wait to get mine. We got you a Saiyan armor shirt. Would you maybe do a video where Levi gets talked into doing a fusion? Oh my god, yes. Slayer, the shirts do. And like Slayer was I guess you were telling we can't adjust the like based on the size stuff. Like we only get like one thing. We upload it and then like it adjusts it based on there. It's gonna stretch things for much larger sizes. We don't get to say, hey, for this size, please use this image. That's the downside to using a print on demand. Like there isn't a print on demand there that allows that. We would have to have our own facility where we get to say, hey, this is our website. We've designed it. We work with manufacturers directly who then get the order. And like if it's an extra large, they will use this design over this one. We're not there yet, sadly. The Search Slayer design, yeah, they are awesome. No, I think it would be funnier if Nappa's still bald, but he just has a beard. Like he has an extra like long beard. He's still bald up here, but just like he have Chris wear a really obviously fake beard, and Nappa goes, "Good, I've got hair." Can't believe I don't like. Doesn't even feel his face. Just does a just gets disappointed that he doesn't have hair. It's just a red beard is all it is. We had somebody call the Billy Board video racist. I'm like, what? What you talking about? Making fun of how I used to talk? What the fuck you talking about? Motherfucker. I've been fighting words. Boy, I'll take it. Ooh. Oh. Oh, yeah. So stupid. Damn. Almost 500,000 just on YouTube. I don't have any responses. They didn't respond telling me what part of that was an issue. So I'm gonna send this to Chris. I'm gonna see what he thinks of the updated script. Because it's like laser gloves. He has laser gloves. Where does he get these Marvin's toys? I want some, John. Hold on, Levi. Did we sell Batman laser gloves? No, pretty sure that fall underneath the gun category. And a grappling hook isn't. Look, Joker, we didn't sell Batman any laser gloves. It's assuming that he's asking that at that point. So I need to address that because Chris is gonna bring out like he didn't ask that at that point. I just know Chris is gonna poke it, right? Laser gloves. He has laser gloves. Where does he get these marvelous toys? I want some, John. So I need to update it. No, pretty sure they'll follow it. Get and a grappling hook. Listen, Joker, we didn't sell Batman any laser gloves, so it would be hard to know which. Then what is that blasted blue beam he keeps firing at me? I think that would work. I can't keep doing the voice over and over again. All right, uploading new images. No, we do not upload new images for each size. In terms of laying in place, and at the same time, I love that she's so invested in her. Yep. I know. I know. The combination of 1,000 years of selective breeding. Be afraid. Yeah. That's fair. I just tried to line things aside and mock side up, and then shots were I sent you for large shirts. The best you can do is like make it for large, so that when it's extra large or XXL, it's not too bad. Because you're gonna have one of two things happen. Either A, you're sizing it for like 4 times X, and when you scale it down to a small, you don't see shit, right? Everything shrinks down to the point to where it's a pebble on the shirt. Or B, you size it to the most common sizes, which are small to large / extra large. Extra large isn't gonna like extremely warp anything. XXL, you're gonna notice it, but it's not bad. You know what? Actually, I'm not sending that. Look, all I know is there's a blue laser coming from his gloves, and I want it now. I think I like that line better. I like both of them. Then what is that blasted blue beam he keeps firing at me? I think both of them are good. I think both those lines are still equally good. The world is grateful rednecks aren't a race. Oh, no, but people will immediately assume. I feel like that's more on them than it is on us. Because that's when I hear that accent, I don't think of I tell you what I think of, and it's not that. Think on full on hillbilly. I think hillbilly, which involves a whole culture of people. Oh Lord, what would happen if? Oh, Betsy! I've come for payback. Come me, honey. Kind of a little bit of a stitch in there, to be honest. That's a lot of cobwebs. Don't want to kill all the spiders, but I don't like them in my house. You've been holding out on me, John. What does Betsy get all the cool gadgets? And since when does he start calling out his attacks with flashy names? What is this? An anime? Because if so, there's no loss. Then you get to have fun with that line. For some reason, soda helps out really well with that. I think it's the bubbly. Send me a video. Allow me to hear the things. If your wife isn't a second cousin, you aren't a proper redneck. Why does Batman get laser gloves and I'm still waiting on my flying car? Could definitely do that one too. Chris says he's possibly gonna pop on, which would be really cool if he does. So I'm gonna stay live for a while. It's gonna be live for at least a couple hours minimum. Fucking allergies, I swear. That voice is great for clearing out my throat, though. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. I can't do it. It's like the way he does I am Batman, I immediately go into a more growl. I am Batman. It's a growl every fucking time. That's a funny one. What is it? What are you saying yes to on that one? Oh, you're saying yes to this one, yeah. God damn it! I wanted the cool anime powers, not this cool anime power, though. That's as creepy as hell, by the way. You just wink away. Ah, look, I'm not upset that I have to wear a costume. I'm upset it's this one. Not very flattering. I'm giving you guys one hell of a show. Ooh, we dropped down in viewership a lot. I went from like 30 people down to nothing. What the hell? Maybe Batman's voice could come down half an octave. I can't. So that's the thing. There's only a certain level of how deep you can go. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Right? That's about as deep as I can go without it like sounding really weird. So I can try to calm down a little bit. Relax the voice down. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Kind of like that. I don't know. I can't hear myself, so I don't know. That takes a lot of work, though. I'm not used to going down that low. You would have hit a little girl, would you, Batman? What do you mean I'm not? No, it's like you're not a little girl. Well, I'm certainly dressed like one. That's a you problem, Joker. I'm getting the gunk out. It's been there forever. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, I would. Better than West. The fist of justice are unisex. Hold on. You would have hit a little girl now, would you, Batsy? The fist of justice are unisex. That's a good one. I like that. Oh. Sorry, no chatting. 400 miles to go to Todd's. Barbara, go punch the one wearing a tutu. Oh. Prunification has started. I don't know what that means, but okay. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. It's like maybe I am like I can feel it kind of, but like it's kind of hard. Oh goodness me! I no that I totally went right out of it. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman. No, thank you. I'm crazy enough to take on the IRS, but no, Jesus Christ, I can't quite do it right now. Oh yeah, totally kidding. I'm waiting on a shirt right now. So as soon as that shirt gets here, then I'll start recording. We have the entire next Stitch, part 2 of the situation, Stitchgate, scripted out. And we like filmed a bunch of stuff for it that isn't even usable. Which sucks because like I spent a bunch of time editing it. But like I even have like lathe and stuff like that. I spent way too much on props, but they'll be reusable. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to like how this sounded. Let me check something out here. Give me a moment. I could probably do that. Trying to get a mini fridge for down here so I can have some ice and drinks and stuff without having to go up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh, cute and fluffy blooper reel. Well, it's not really a blooper reel so much as like a peek behind the scenes of stuff that isn't going to be the same. So like I might share it with members on Fourth Wall, after the situation is all taken care of, or I might just post it on my channel. No, I probably like I don't know. Like if I post it on my channel, that's a lot of like John on my channel, and that's not something I really have because that's not the point. Of like my channel has been like things I've done, projects I've worked on, and stuff, but. Gravelly sounds like a 3-day pack of smoker. Yeah. Oh, I just gotta take a break from the stuff that's down here. And I could probably do this all day long and have a little bit of gravel to it. As long as the gravel's not accentuated, I would be fine. That's the thing, is that I can do this something dark side because it's not as bad. Oh no, we're lagging on Twitch. Oh no. Just kidding. I still move. So like I'd have to continue to talk though, so the video is still showing. But then you can kind of still see seeing me move just a little bit. Like I only practice a little bit, so you can hear. You know, I can't do it very well. You know, I practiced a little bit when I was a kid doing ventriloquism, but not much. I think I practiced as much as any kid did. You know, you can kind of smile, you can kind of do that kind of thing, but like, it takes a lot of practice outside of that. I'm hoping Chris will pop on so we can go over the skit. Because then I can like take care of the voices as much as I can possibly take care of the voices. I will say this: if I go back, if somebody wants to clip me doing the Batman stuff, if I go back and I review it and I did a good enough job with Batman that like it's passable and you don't hear my voice as Batman, I am vengeance. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Call me. Oh yeah, see, it cuts out right there. That would be what I would have to practice on is getting that. The problem is like I have throat issues to begin with. I've had them my entire childhood. So my entire life, I had them as a child. Ooh, wait, look at those. Those look pretty. I like those. I think I'll let Chris take care of the Why is it sideways? Why is the villain support logo so off from the other ones? Like you have the one, and then that, like if it's a vertical design, everything should be vertical. Okay. What's this spirit bomb thing Batsy's predating about? And why does he look so smug about it? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. The Joker mobile. Oh, it's such a funny little thing. Well, I can't do that right now. I agree. And like the like Xena just showed me some pictures, and like I think the simple designs for the towels work much better. Like having one that's really detailed, it's really pretty is nice. But having most of them be like this just simplistic design where it's not overly saturated kind of fits really well. He likes the logo vertical. Well, no, I mean the villain support part is that way instead of like, because when you go to print the towel, it's going to show vertical, and you made the designs horizontal. I get that, but you made them all technically vertical, because when you flip them, it's going to be up and down. You know, otherwise everything would need to be made horizontal. But no, you're holding it like that, which makes sense. So you're looking at it vertically, and then like the villain support tagline thing is horizontal instead of being vertical with everything else. Like Zena's texting me on Discord, and I'm just talking to here. To give an example, like the one that's got all the designs that like I was working with Xena, everything's lined up, everything's horizontal, right? But on the verticals, everything is vertical except the villain support, in which it's horizontal. So it's like it's the exact opposite direction of everything else. To me, it just bugs me. I look at it and go, huh. He promised he said vertical. I promised he said vertical and had one as horizontal. Okay, I need to save the image and show you what I mean. So that I know that we're on the same page. Up, up. Give it a minute. Come on. Move the image. Move the... Nope, they don't want that. Okay. We share the screen. So this is some really cool designs that Xena came up with, right? And you've got this vertical, horizontal design here, which is awesome. And you got these vertical designs for the towels, which is awesome. This portion right here that I'm circling, the villain support, is horizontal while everything else is vertical. It messes with my mind. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. That. They knew what I was talking about. Ah. These were his choices, though. I forgot to blend the sky tighter on the other one. But he had both shots of words. So he wanted the logo to be the exact opposite direction of everything else. I look at it, it hurts my brain. I need more towels. Stop with the excellent shop timing. I haven't uploaded them. I haven't added everything to it. Because eventually it's just going to be its own, like, they do. They look great. I don't have money. I spent $80 on shirts that I honestly didn't have. And after shipping, it was like $100. So maybe it was a Napa mode. I'm waiting for Chris. If Chris doesn't get on, I'm probably gonna call it because I'm tired too. I'm old school. Jack Nicholson is my favorite live action Joker. Jack's got a really good Joker too. It's just like the problem is Jack Nicholson did that role once, right? Did he do it? No, he did it twice. And it was the only time he reprised that role. It's the only time he did those roles. Wait. Hold on. Tommy Lee Jones played Two-Face. Jack Nicholson played Joker. So I prefer the logo vertical. Yeah, I think he means the same way as the sun. Unless like he saw it and like that's because the logo is currently horizontal. At least in my head. I don't know. I don't know. Vincent Price was Egghead, wasn't he? I think so. Chris has got like another 15, 20 minutes, and then I'm probably going to call it. Probably bug Chris here in a second. Ask him how he's feeling. Did he get some food? Oh, I need to order more shirts anyways. These are US mediums, which is slightly too big for me. Fine for lazing about, but crap for moving. See, I sent proof. Either way, I can change them. My brain does get things confused. I think if we can get Chris on, we can like make sure. But like, I'm also tired because I've only got a few hours of sleep. But I really wanted to get this written out and at least get the Batman lines over. The Joker lines, I've got somebody else that can play Joker. A person who is doing Batman could very easily play the Joker lines, but with how much the Batman lines are probably going to cost me, I'd rather be able to do them myself if I could, but like I can't. Especially because my voice likes to cut out. It doesn't cut out nearly as badly on Joker as it does Batman, and that's because I'm doing a voice that I'm not used to at all. I'm going really, really low. And I am Batman, and like it's not a voice that I'm used to, so it doesn't want to do it. And the best way to get a voice to do something you don't want to do is practice. As long as it's not causing you pain. Like it caused me pain at the end there, but you'll get there. I would love for Stitch to meet the Doctor at some point in the series, but it's more like a resolution to get Stitch back where he belongs. At the end of the day, here's how this is going to play out. The movie Stitch is about Ohana. Lilo and Stitch is about Ohana. It's about the traditional values of Hawaiian culture, right? Now, I'm not doing a shit ton of research on this. What I'm doing is taking everything from the first movie, everything from the show and the second movie and whatnot, not the live action. And I'm going, I know this world well enough to do this thing. Stitch goes on an adventure because something happened. He gains all these powers, all these abilities that are going to have to eventually be taken away so he can live his Ohana life, even if his memories of these powers don't go away. And so we'll resolve that later down the road. He's going to go save his family. He's doing a Liam Neeson thing, save his family, get together. Ohana means family. Let's go back home. Stitch, you can't have these powers. That's an issue. For his Ohana, he gives them up and goes back. And that's technically the resolution of that. But then afterwards, well, what did Stitch? Is that all the universes that Stitch traveled to? Fuck no. We can still have other adventures. They're just not necessary to the story. We don't need to see that Stitch traveled, 600 different universes and screwed and messed around and had fun, but didn't really gain anything noteworthy from it. We can just have fun with it afterwards. We can do a Stitch versus instead of Stitch across the multiverse, it would be Stitch versus the multiverse, which would be a separate series and more of a what if. Stitch secretly doing the one challenge. Yeah. Do more and better when not tired. Yeah, that is totally true. It was like things are much better when you're not tired. And like I would much rather work on like 6 more scripts, but I'm tired and trying to write and be tired is not the greatest combo. One of the reasons why I went live is because I was like having difficulty. It's been a half hour since then. I'll try to jump on my headache and starting disease. I've been eating all day and I'm absolutely starving. So, in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'll just keep waiting. If Allie's on the line, hey. I currently like the script. Honestly, I just need him to take a look at the script and see, like, hey, I like this, I don't like this, whatever. You know, that's effectively all I need right now. Did he get the email? You see, that was 2 hours ago that he sent me that. Just got rammed by my super soft fat cat. I don't know where my fat cat is at right now. I really don't. A little bit of honey in this tea would go a long way. You gotta be kidding me right now. The irony of making it so it's not hot in here. Not warm enough for the honey. To actually do the thing it needs to do. Yummy. Kind of. It would be more along the lines of like if the voice actor I'm working with can do Jumba and Cobra Bubbles and stuff like that, the voices I need are Lilo and Nani. Or at least Lilo. I would love the counselor chairwoman. I would love Lilo and Nani. And I basically love Pleakley, Jumba. I would love the whole cast effectively, so that I could be like, hey, here's this, here's that, who's I'm talking to, here's this, and I could craft a whole story around it and have a bunch of voice work for potential animation. You know, because at a certain point, it's like speakerphone. I can hear all the conversations happening. Boom, we can animate an entire scene of them interacting with us on the phone, and you don't need to see us on the phone. You see Lilo and Stitch and Pleakley and Jumba and whatever else is going on, and that's the scene you would see. And the only reason I get to hear it is because like they put me on speakerphone and I can hear a bunch of background noise. But what you would get from the animation versus our side is like our side, I'm gonna mess with the audio, and the audio is not going to sound very clear for some of those lines because they're further away from the phone or something. But in animation, where you're seeing their side of it, you then get to have that camera angle of all those people, and the audio is perfectly clear except for my audio, which should sound from a distance because it's coming through a phone versus seeing me and hearing them from a phone. What? That's funny. That honey does wonders for my throat. Ooh, wait. I'm just gonna ask him what's. I was like, what's for dinner? Beef. It's what's for dinner. I was like, what's for dinner? In quotations, beef. Sorry. Have you got something good planned for dinner tonight? Leftovers. There's too much shit in the fridge. I would either have to not microwave, put something in the oven like a pizza or something like that I have in the freezer, or B, I'd have to eat leftovers as a whole. There's a lot of vegetables, which is really nice, but there's just a lot of things taking up a lot of room in the fridge, and I can't have anything be a leftover. So I got a lot of cheese. I can make a grilled cheese sandwich. Probably make a more plain version compared to what I made last time. And I don't have any soup, but I can make a grilled cheese sandwich, have some V8 with it, and bam, I'm good there. I don't need to have tomato soup every time with it. And then that's like per serving I'm making that, and it still uses some stuff up. There's taco seasoning, mixed meat, all that kind of stuff in there, a bunch of taco stuff. There's regular vegetables just tossed in there right now. There's a bunch of yogurts and fruits in there. Just like my fridge is not nearly as big as it used to be, and it's become a problem. Like for 2 or 3 people, that fridge is probably perfect, right? At least to hold like a couple days, maybe a week worth of stuff. You had 4 people, and on top of it, you want to have all these sauces and everything else like that. That's the big thing, is like I have a bunch of different sauces taking up a bunch of space, and I've got jams and jellies and stuff like that. And if I didn't have all that, that'd be great. But also, if I didn't have all that, there wouldn't be a whole lot of flavor. I make the joke if I'm white. I'm not that white. Because I love the different sauces and bechamel, not bechamel, balsamic glaze, the ranch dressing, the different kinds of barbecue sauce, the pickles and yogurts, and you got strawberry jam, grape jelly. You've got a couple different other preserves in there, I bet, a bunch of different cheeses and things. But yeah, whatchamagot's too. Yeah, Nathan, the biggest problem is it was whatever I make, I cannot have leftovers. Because I don't have room for the leftovers. I don't even have room in the freezer for leftovers right now. I'm trying to kill all the stuff. I'm trying to kill a bunch of stuff in the freezer. Use it up. They did that. Less sitcom and more depressing, though. I'm time. What's for dinner? How should I know? I'm busy with my diabolical machinations, Batman. How about a knuckle sandwich? It's what's for dinner. Oh, that's a good one. Because they give those vibes. Yeah. I think the script works. I mean, short of taking some of the comments that you guys put and like rearranging a few things, right? Yeah, helps you yawn. Wakes you up a little bit. Laser gloves. What is he? He has laser gloves. Where does he get these marvelous toys? I want some, John. Hold on. Levi, did we sell Batman laser gloves? No, I'm pretty sure that fall under the gun category. Oh, here we go.
So I actually only have a few minutes right now. Alien and I need to run to the store to get some stuff for dinner. But then when I get back, I will hop back on my computer, which is currently doing an update.
Oh. Okay. So you can't even, like, do you want me to show? No, I don't want to. show the Discord. Do you just want to like? Well, how I can wait.
To show what?
The like I've got the updated script with some line changes to make them like I knew what was wrong. It was the whole gun thing. The way that you were talking about the laser gloves, they sounded like guns, and like Batman wouldn't be doing that. And so it's calling it out as well as like
Oh yeah, no, I mean the reason I did laser gloves is just because like Joker's trying to explain what the hell it is the Batman's doing.
yeah. And I think we figured it out, like change the first line to laser gloves. He has laser gloves. When does he get these marvelous toys? I want some, John. And then your line is, hold on, Levi, did we sell Batman laser gloves? No, pretty sure that would fall under the gun category. And a grappling hook isn't, you say. Look, Joker, we didn't sell Batman any laser gloves, so it'd be hard to know which. And then you get interrupted by Joker. Then what is that blasted blue beam he keeps firing at me? And then we go on with the rest of the stuff. And we might change this
Okay.
up when you get back and like tighten it up a little bit more.
Sure. I know as you already been live for an hour and 20 minutes. So my computer has been on your 0% there. Please keep your computer on for about 5 minutes now. So I don't know when it's going to move from 0% there to 100% there as far as the updates go.
Yeah.
So I may have to hop back on here.
That's all right.
But yeah, no, I have my headache's finally clearing up. I have not eaten. We're going to grab some food and make dinner, and then I will hop back on. And if you are not live anymore at that point, you and I can chat later a bit or tomorrow.
Well, do
I
you
have
think it's gonna be like a half hour? What do you think?
I don't know. I wish I knew. Hopefully not too long. But I also have my writers' room tonight at 7 p.m. your time. So
Okay. So I'll stay on for like until like the 2 hour 30 marker. I'll
Yeah.
do our normal, and then like if you're back, great. We can go over it.
Yep.
If you're not, then we'll just revisit this.
Sure. And if you need to hop off sooner than that, I totally understand. Please don't like overextend yourself just for my sake.
Oh, I've got at least another hour in me. It's just a matter of like trying to do something with that
Okay.
hour.
Oh, hold on. I need to show you all something. Hold on. Let me put this.
Oh
up
yeah,
here.
he's gonna go get the shirt.
Oh no, it's more like that. But the guy who made these,
Oh yeah.
he was at Origins.
Oh nice.
So I got a chance to hang out with him, and he gave me something freaking amazing that I want to put in this space
Like
right here.
gave you?
Gave me, and it's not. It's hold on.
That's cool.
He messaged me on Instagram, and he's like, at like 3 p.m. on Sunday, right before the convention ended, and he's like, hey, come to my booth. I want to give you something, and he gives me this.
Whoa, dude. Was that because he like did you drive sales to his stuff?
Oh yeah. He's made a bunch of sales because of me. Can you?
That makes sense. It's kind of like the dice relationship, you know. It's one of those things where like
Yeah.
you get stuff.
Now I've got an affiliate code with him, and I figured out why it hasn't worked is because he spelled villain wrong, and I've been spelling villain right.
Oh, did you fix that?
I'm gonna ask him to, yeah. But like, is that not badass? And imagine having Cobra Commander, the huge thing right here.
That's gonna be on Napa's side of the
Yeah.
wall.
Nappa and Cobra Commander would get along so well.
Yeah. All right, we'll let you go.
Those two morons would be peas in a pod.
Somebody mentioned about having Nappa and Levi do the fusion jants so that Nappa could experience hair. And I was like, here's the funny thing. It would just be John in a not a wig, but John with a fake beard, really big bushy beard. And Nappa goes to touch his head and it's still bald. He's like, God damn it. And like he never touches the beard, doesn't know that he's got the beard. And like John sees him and he was like, the fuck?
So there are images of Nappa when he was younger when he had hair. So
Yeah.
Nappa has had hair. It might be. I like the idea. I kind of like the idea also of him sitting there, kind of looking grumpy and going, "I forgot how much this itches."
It's just an obvious wig.
Yeah, and he's sweating. It's like, John, this itches. I'm overheating. Take it away. It's like Napa. It'll clear on its own in 30 minutes.
Oh, I always Steven, I always spell villain wrong. FFS for autocorrect.
All right.
I
I'm
think
gonna go. I'm gonna go get food. I'll be back.
All right.
All right. Later. Bye.
Later.
How do I leave this without closing the stream?
I can just kick you, and then you can just go away. There you go. What's really cool, by the way, for everyone here, when I talk with Chris, and you know, somebody that I do creative stuff, and when I talk with you guys, and we're like on a creative spree or just having fun and everything, I wake up, and I was like, that's an ADHD thing. Like you're having fun, and so you're waking up and everything. Also, I can kind of fix my light here. For whatever reason, we are way dark. Oh my god, that is bright. I'll let that one be a regular light. You can see the. That's cool. That's a neat little thing. Make it a blue. There we go. Whatever reason, it was like really dark in comparison to what it usually is. It's still relatively light outside too. That's weird. It's so weird because like when I'm on the selfie camera, my lighting is fine, right? And that's because like it automatically like adjusts my lighting. And so like most of the time I don't have to worry about my lighting when I'm like this vertical, right? If I make it horizontal, it looks all funky because it's a selfie. So it's like it doesn't really work that great. But the back camera is an entirely different story. There we go. Move that forward now. Remember, mobile game stuff. Yes, the dopamine. Dopamine burst of energy. Levi to fill here again, but accidentally fuses with Deadpool. He'd be freaking out so much. Oh, yeah. I really hope we're able to have John hang out with us again. We've got like an hour. Like I said, I've got about an hour in me. After that, I'm gonna call it regardless. Unless like Chris is on, and then I've got some energy, and if we go over an hour, we'll go over an hour. Because he had, like you said, he's got the skit class to do. But I've gotten 3-4 hours of sleep today, and then yes, like I said, the other weekend I slept a lot, but then I didn't sleep for an entire day. So like, I'll be fine. And if all I do is get this skit ironed out, I'm happy with that. No. Is that out right now? If I'm right, it's out, right? Yeah, it is. Ask the kiddos. I have mixed feelings about it because I got a really extended watch and I've seen a bunch of scenes and everything. It's not really like I know the story, right? You're gonna hate how I figured out the reason why I don't like it. And I don't remember if I said this in live. It makes me think of AI. It's like somebody put AI and said, make this live action. That's what it feels like when I watch the scenes. I don't know about the whole movie together. The whole movie together might make that different, right? But like, the voice actor did a great job as the voice. Watching him act on front of the screen, which I think he has acting credits, but watching him act on screen felt off. At least a little bit that I got to see. And that's the thing, is that like there's a huge difference between seeing a 15-second or 5-minute clip of 15-second different clips, right? The 5-minute clip I got to see was the scene of Toothless and Hiccup interacting, and I'm like, There's this thing that you can do in animation you cannot do in live action currently, unless the actor is really fucking good. And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna pat myself in the back here. When you watch me and Chris interact, you would not think that we're not in the same room. This has been honed, though. If you go back and watch some of our really early videos, when we're talking back and forth with each other, you can tell. And even to this day, there are times where the best take, I wasn't looking where I needed to look. The best take, I happened to be looking down, or maybe I was looking in a different direction. And we edit it in a way that you can't tell very much. Yeah, you take into account of that, right? But make things work when not to. So, the thing about the live action, when you have everything on the camera, is he's talking and interacting to nothing. He's doing this to a green ball. Hey, Toothless, how are you? You know, he's got, you know, the CGI is animating this big giant creature to do a bunch of things, and you've got to go, where is things? And that's where the benefit of having this big practical design, this big practical thing where you can touch and interact and move with it. The old shows with puppetry and stuff like that, the reason they are still good to this day is the practical effectiveness of it. The reason why you can watch Jurassic Park, the movie, the first movie, and as high a definition as they can possibly remaster it and everything, and it still look fucking good, is because all the actors interacted with props and people and things like that. There was a physical presence and distance, and people could reach out and they could touch things. And that's the huge difference here, is that they don't have that. And so it doesn't feel as good. The line, and you know, a bunch of people are like, oh, that's funny when he does the just between you and me, the village could do with a little less feeding. You know, the way the animation has Hiccup interact and the way the actor played Hiccup is just lacking. The animation had more soul, more depth, more just everything hit better. And in that scene, you have everyone needed to make a good scene. Everything existed in the actor's benefit. There's no CGI necessary in that scene. And the scene that I watched, he fails at it. Now, I'm not saying the actor didn't do a good job playing Hiccup. He did an okay job playing Hiccup. But I don't want to go watch an okay live action movie of a very great, iconic animated film. That's the thing. And part of this is that, and I looked up the timetable. How to Train Your Dragon came out in like 2010. My kid was 1. Me and my spouse went and watched it in theaters. We went and watched it. My kiddo watched it, loved it. We went to see number 2. My kiddo came with us to watch number 2, my oldest. My son, also, who was just recently born, because it came out in 2014, we didn't have a babysitter, so they came with us. This is a baby that's a few months old watching How to Train Your Dragon. We had no issues whatsoever. And so when the third one came out, we went all together as a family. We watched as a family all 3 movies effectively, as much as possible, in the theaters together as a family. I don't want to go watch a live action movie without them. I don't want to go watch a live action movie that's going to be subpar at best from what I have seen. I want to give it a chance. But if I go, hey, that scene, and that scene was good, but the rest of it all together sucked, that means it failed. And you can argue that I'm like, no, it didn't fail because it did, look at all these numbers and everything. You have nostalgia. People went to go watch it to recapture a feeling that they had when they watched the animation. That's what people had. That's the reason why people went and watched it. Hey, listen. And I agree, and like to an extent, I understand that they changed it up a little bit so he would have things to interact with, but you can tell in the scenes that I watched, you can tell it's just the magic of the show is not as present, and I commend the director for saying that, like, hey, look, I directed the animation, let me direct the live action. Because if it was going to get made one way or another, he would at least see that his vision wasn't changed any more than necessary. I commend him for that. But a shit movie still a shit movie. And if that's what winds up happening, if I go there and it's like, great, the CGI looks great, but the interaction between the CGI does not. And I was like, this looks great, this doesn't. This looks great, this doesn't. This looks great, this looks like shit. This whole scene was crap. And a part of it is like I'm starting not to be able to enjoy movies the way I used to. And shows. Like there are plenty of shows that I can turn off my head, turn off my brain, and just laugh and enjoy them, right? But more serious shows, I have found like, why did they include it? That's a very weird dialogue option for them to have included that. Why is that like that? That sucks. That's a huge plot hole right there. Right, I'm rewatching NCIS, and there's so many parts. I'm like, God, this sucks. Like, who wrote this shit? Like, I'm still enjoying it because like it's a product of its time, but at the same point, I'm like, I could have wrote a better episode. And yet I don't. I can't because like getting into that scene is not the easiest thing to do. So I still commend the people who work on that, but it's like, live action Lilo and Stitch. That's what gets me. And as long as it's not as bad as that, I think we'll be okay. Kiddos definitely want to see it though. I'm just gonna find out if my spouse wants to go watch it. Because if we want to go watch it all as a family, great, we'll go watch it as a family. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if all of us aren't going, it will automatically feel worse. It just will. It'll automatically not be as good because you have the bar is set here. Everyone as a family loves this series. I want to go see it. True. That is true. When the show wants to be treated more serious, you think about the show more. That's true. Like, I'm not watching Tacoma FD to think about things. I'm watching Tacoma FD to laugh at stupid shit. Okay? Also, screw them for canceling that show. Yeah. Take care, Willie. The Xena Warrior Princess is another one that, like, it's hard to. It's just hard to get into some things, but it's and other things like it's super easy to watch. I have not played the Helldivers 2 game. It's an expensive game. Like, if I go to the store, the Steam store right now, I'd probably get it on GOG, actually. I think it's going to make me, no, it'd make me either way, so it doesn't really matter. $40 game. $40 game that's only online player. I missed out, and the way it's online, I've missed out on half the game already. The way that game is designed, I can't go back. Like World of Warcraft, same concept. Like, the community can change the events of whatever they're doing. Here's the difference. I can go back and replay those things. World of Warcraft, I can go back and play this entire storyline and play it. I can't do that in Helldivers 2. I can't play this shit. I've missed out on it. I've missed out on a year of content or whatever. And it's like, I don't really want to play it now. I don't want to play a game that a year of content is gone because I didn't have the money to buy it when it first came out. It sucks. And that's a. I didn't care who they chose for acting. That's whatever. That's their choice. Whatever. It's what they did to the basic story. Right? And I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound harsh, and I don't agree with it. So please don't take it out of context. The people of Lilo and Stitch that did the live action Lilo and Stitch could have chosen whatever fucking actors that they wanted, regardless of anything. And people would have bitched one way or another. Like, they could have stayed true and hired nothing but specific casting. Right? They could have whitewashed the entire thing, whatever. People would have bitched no matter what. Now, I don't agree with whitewashing anything whatsoever. I think that's stupid. And I wouldn't have gone and seen it regardless of how good it might have been if it had been whitewashed. But for the sake of this argument, if they kept true to the story at minimum, it would have been better than what it is. And the more that they kept true to the roles, like, there's plenty of actors who are Samoan from Hawaii and so on and so forth that they could have hired to play these roles. Plenty of good actors, too, that just waiting for their shot in a movie. And that's not what they did. They could have kept true to all the roles. And they didn't. They got told off for a variety of things. And, like, what they did to Jumba, for instance, horrible. Shouldn't have done that. They use one excuse after another, and it's like, I'm sorry, no one was bitching about Jumba. That he sounded the way he sounded. Keep it true. Yeah. Get a 3D printer. There you go. I got a cat upstairs bitching. I watched the show so much as a kid that sometime I forgot how bad of a musical it was times. Speaking of GOG's Great Surprise, Croc Legend of... Oh, yeah. GOG is doing this thing where they're bringing back and keeping old games. Like, there's a chance that they might remaster, make the entire Dot Hack series available. Hey, baby. Hey, Frodo. Y'all give me a second. I got a cat down here that usually doesn't come down here. Hi, baby. Where'd you go? Where are you? Huh. Back in? So I have no idea where she's at right now. So now I need to get a child down here to help me find the cat that's usually not down here without a lot of supervision. So I'm still here, but I'm also my brain went, I'm still here, we're still queer. I love how my brain just does a thing. Trying to find, if I see her, I'm good. But I'm not seeing her, and that's the problem. Girl, where are you? Just need to see you. Hear movement somewhere. You had to show up and then you had to disappear on me. I don't think she's in here anymore. Go back upstairs. I think she came down, and I think she might have walked back upstairs. I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. I don't mind that Frodo's down here, but she does not have a tracker. She does not have, like, she usually doesn't go outside. But she can, and sometimes will get spooked and bolt wherever she can bolt. And this is a new area. I'm not exactly... I think somebody left the door to the basement open, and that's how she got down here. But I don't know where she's at. He said she was bitching, so she came downstairs. I disagree. So kiddo's gonna look upstairs for Frodo real quick, and if found, I can go close the basement door super fast. Right now, I'd rather leave the basement door and give her the option to go back upstairs. Because now I'm hearing every sound. And I'm like, wondering. I just let the computer run this room, took a couple naps while it ran. Sketching. Joker and Robin go to couples teletherapy. See, there's a lot of skits that would work better in a different style than what the channel is known for. So, and it's not that we can't do those styles. It's more along the lines of that, then we have to like text it and everything. And Chris and I have discussed it, and we've experimented with some things here and there. Some things work, some things don't. That's what it boils down to. My biggest thing is if we're going to do something to the extreme where we're going to play as Vader or Palpatine or whatever it is, we have to make it believable because it's not our style, and we're known for doing things really, really well. Okay. 1 second. So she came downstairs, yelled at me, and then went back upstairs. We also don't touch the therapy stuff on the channel. Yeah, I can see that. Like, electrolytes are necessary. Drink water with electrolytes in it. Cool towel, that kind of stuff. This is a funny thing. A bunch of people in the UK were like, America's dealing with our heat. America's dealing with our heat. I'm like, motherfucker. You want to survive 5 minutes over here. Social media is fun, isn't it? Social media, where you can say shit and not have to back it up. You're fine. There is what? 3 people on Twitch? At least somebody's commenting. That's necessary. We need more people on over to Twitch. If you're watching over here, we have a Twitch, which is villain_support. And if you have your Amazon Prime linked to Twitch, you can subscribe to our channel for free. It doesn't cost you anything. And Amazon sends us money. Which is nice. It's really nice. Because it's a way to support us without having to pay anything. And there's ads over there, which are played currently pre-roll off about every hour. You'll get an ad right now. And that's it. You guys can send us bits and all that kind of stuff. Rusty was subscribed with Prime for 5 months. An hour ago. Hey, thank you. I don't get all the notifications over where I want them to. Dragon Blurs did 5,000 bits. Damn. I gotta remember to come over here and look at it. If you're over on Twitch, let me know if you did something, because I don't always get the notifications for it. Because of the way we stream currently. But what's the new? There's a subscription thing. Oh, look at that. Subscription discount promotions. Oh, ain't that cool? I can do discounts and stuff. That's cool. My brain does not want to function right now. I'm not Oh, you that right now. Oh, pardon me. So in bits, ads is another like $5. Ads we're not getting paid a lot, but in like Prime subs, it's $13. Paid subs, it's like 27. And then like there's bits cheering, which is huge. But like that little bit, it does help. Helps out a lot. It goes towards things like animation and stuff like that. Tablets with kiddos for another 2 minutes. Switches on tablet. Haven't renewed my Prime account for as long a time. Might be worthy investment at some point. So I pay for Prime, right? And honestly, even if it was $10, I get a discounted Prime still until that runs out. Until I get yelled at saying, "Hey, you gotta do whatever." They haven't asked me to update information. I'm not going to. I'll keep paying $6 until they tell me I have to pay more. But honestly, it'd still be worth it. Like we use it, especially where we live, we use it quite a bit. We use it for TV. We use it for all the shit that we buy. We use it for the business. We used it for the business. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna go get the dragons. I'm gonna show them off real quick. Actually, no, I'll just do the website. I got a bunch of dragons. I need to offload. I need to get rid of them. So we need to sell some stuff because like we got 6 more months before the business effectively shuts down. I don't want to put money towards it if it's not making money. Cosmic Kitties, which is KOSMICKITTIES. There's a command bang. What is it? Exclamation mark is bang, by the way. Bang. I don't know. Can't remember right now. But look at this. Look at the wolf ones. Look at these guys. Look how beautiful these guys are. I suspected I would sell a bunch of these, and then like I didn't. And I get that they're a little bit on the expensive side. They have to be, sadly. The double miniature teacup mosquito dragons, they're all sold out. They're probably not coming back either. Not for a good long time. I think this is the only guy I have left. Although I don't know where he's at right now. Pretty sure he's somewhere. Either that, and I think yeah, I got this one too. I have to double check. I might not have him anymore. Don't buy him. Let me double check that one. And I have stickers. Look at the stickers. Right? So I got big adulting stuff dealing with. Throws money at dragons. By all means. I have a bunch of bamboo dragons I haven't posted. Specifically because I need to offload these suckers. And then I can switch these from wolf dragons to bamboo dragons. Get rid of those. And then like phase some stuff out. I think I still have some spiders too. But I have to phase out a bunch of these 3D printed stuff out. Mainly because like I can't invest in more filament right now. I can't invest in sticker material. It's one or the other currently. I can't invest in both because the prices have gone up, like sometimes double. The tariffs are being eased and prices of certain things from overseas are getting fixed. Thankfully, they're not keeping the prices up, which is nice, but it's still an issue, right? It still is. That's what it was. That's the command. And so the only way this gets promoted right now, because it's not even a direct link on the main website, is me going, hey, go buy some stuff. And I pack it. I am the one who packs it. My spouse is the one who made, if you like LGBTQI stuff, Here's something you don't see. Look at that. It's a poly sticker. You got somebody who's polyamorous. These don't exist. Like they exist for me because like my spouse made it. But like there's so few things that represent polyamorous people. And I think the flag's changed, but like I still love this little guy. This guy is so fucking cute. So pop on over for stickers and whatnot. You can get like free stickers just by buying dragons, by the way. A lot of the stickers just get given away. The acrylic pin stuff, there's no more villain support pins. There's only like the other pins. But a lot of the stuff is gonna get deleted, taken off once it's sold out. Because I don't have a place for it. Critter on a shitter was one too. I've got a bunch of those. I'm just hoping that the person who made it doesn't randomly post the file, because if he does, I'm gonna get pissed. I'm gonna be like, I paid exclusive rights to have that file permanently, and you went and posted a version of that file without permission. I do too, and I've talked to Rhea about making some new ones. I know there's a bunch of people who are like, why don't we have Patreon too? And I was like, it's because it was a horrible experience. That's why. Making sure he didn't post a file I really don't want him to post. World. Give me a moment, everyone. Sorry. Yeah, that was just the critter one. But he didn't wind up doing the other design. That's nice. This guy makes some really cool 3D sculpted stuff, 3D models and everything. I'm part of his Patreon, so I can sell his stuff. But also, I've paid to have exclusive rights for a file, which is the critter one. We'd like to make our money back on it, which we kind of did, but yeah, no, it's just the issues that you have with trying to keep things from going poof is really hard. Repairs new R&D project, activates old LMD units of Vader. Oh, I'm sorry. It got kind of boring while we're waiting. We got another half hour in us. I got another half hour in me, and if Chris isn't back at that point, I'm gonna call it. Just because, like, trying to stay up and active and everything. Like, he pops on, I'm probably gonna have another boost of energy. We'll iron out the script, make sure everything looks good. Personally, I think the script works, but it helps to have somebody there to like do the interactions and get a feel for it. Like, I know the Batman portion is good. Ooh, I got an email. Oh, I got an email. Okay, I got to download it. Okay. 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 Okay.
All right, I'm going to be doing the practice script.
This is really awesome. You guys are going to see this.
You sent over, I'll be doing Batman and Levi's lines, 2 different voices. Levi will be more of the upbeat, funnier, jovial guy on the phone, and Bruce. But however, when it comes to Batman, be aware that because this is just a practice video, this will not be the finalized version of the voice, because obviously as a voice actor, I'm going to be going and doing the takes over and over again until I get them right. So bear in mind, if some things sound off in enunciation or pronunciation, that's just because I'm doing this as a one-shot. Let's do this. My training is complete. The hermit revealed truths of beyond Gotham's reach. Yeah, everyone knows about the monks. Wait, hermit? Master Roshi, a relic of wisdom and questionable habits. But now I can extend justice across the multiverse. That's only slightly concerning. What exactly did Roshi teach you? Watch and bear witness. Let this light echo across worlds. A warning to those who walk the path of crime. Look, Maximus Plot Armor, it took Roshi years to learn I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Kamehameha! I will update the file, Bruce, and my training doesn't end here. Another master waits.
I'm Goku.
Wait, Bruce, I have so many mixed emotions right now. John, I have something to show you. There you go.
So, that's the voice actor. I am so sorry about that. I can get rid of the echo super fast, and we can rewatch it if you guys would like. Would you guys want me to get rid of the echo real quick?
All right.
So I sent him the script, and he didn't need to do both lines. I just needed him to do Batman's lines. But we'll rewatch it without an echo here.
I'm going to be doing the practice script you sent version of the voice, because obviously as a voice actor, I'm going to be going and doing the takes over and over again until I get them right. So bear in mind, if some things sound off in enunciation or pronunciation, that's just because I'm doing this as a one-shot. Let's do this. My training is complete. The hermit revealed truths of beyond Gotham's reach. Yeah, everyone knows about the monks. Wait, hermit? Master Roshi, a relic of wisdom and questionable habits. But now I can extend justice across the multiverse. That's only slightly concerning. What exactly did Roshi teach you? Watch and bear witness. Let this light echo across worlds. A warning to those who walk the path of crime. Look, Maximus Plot Armor, it took Roshi years to learn I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Kamehameha! I will update the file, Bruce, and my training doesn't end here. Another master waits.
I'm Goku.
Wait, Bruce, I have so many mixed emotions right now. John, I have something to show you. There you go.
I can't hear you.
Right. Again, for everyone watching, that was just him doing a practice run of lines, and he was reading through all of them. Honestly, I'm really impressed with how well he did my character for some of the lines. With him not knowing my content. For context, this guy watched the original video and that's all he knows of my content. And he nailed quite a few of the lines, how I would do them for the most part. He very much, and like he said, he would redo the lines until he got it right. The I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman. That particular quote was almost perfect. And I've heard him do other things as Batman and as Joker and whatnot.
I thought it was great.
Yeah. No, again, he doesn't know the character. He was doing a kind of goofy call center type character, based on what little he knows of it. So I think he did great for a test run. I've gotta give feedback. I did like his read.
My friend Ryan, who I went to Columbus with, can do an almost spot on Darth Vader with just his regular voice.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
He was doing voices for me in the car last night because we had an 8-hour drive. It's part of the reason why I had a headache today. I spent 8 hours like this. And this shoulder is now higher than this shoulder, which is why my neck was all messed up. He can probably do both the voices for Darth Vader and Dark Helmet.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah. Sorry, I'm crafting an email real quick.
I'm thinking about Darth Vader and Dark Helmet now, and Dark Helmet being like, John, he has 2 Schwartzes because Vader's double wielding lightsabers.
That guy can also do Joker's voice really well.
Yes, it is Jewel Bunny. That's awesome.
So the question is when we go over this, do we want, like, I want the practice. Don't get me wrong. I really do want the practice.
That's my life, Stephen Lucky.
The question is, do we want me to do Joker? Or do we, like, if I pull up one of his videos of Joker and show it to you, I feel like I know what the answer is going to be.
If we've got someone who can do a spot on Joker, I like yours. If we're having someone do a spot on Batman, we should have someone do a spot on Joker. And then when we just need a quick Joker here and there, you do it. It's like treat yourself as the understudy. When we don't have time or don't need it perfect, do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find
Same
him.
way that I'll do Palpatine if we have to.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be right back. We grabbed some garlic Parmesan potatoes from the store, and they are delicious, and I'm going to get more of them.
Okay, go grab some more.
Just love Batman. I'm gonna go ahead and practice.
That one. And then
AI is extremely aggravating, considering that a lot of my
and that one. All right. So let's get this pulled up over here. And we're gonna pull up, for the record, everyone, we're gonna be pulling up TikTok, so don't.
Batman, who doesn't love?
I'm gonna wait for Chris. and then we'll go over to it, and I will show you guys. You know, 'cause nothing's logged in right now. You guys can hear it, right?
Of Batman. I'm going to go ahead and practice my Kevin Conroy Batman right here, right now for you.
I need to submit that email back real quick while I'm waiting.
Sorry, I haven't eaten all day, and these little golden potatoes are amazing. And it's like, you know how you haven't felt good all day? You wake up and you eat something, and you're just like, yeah.
Yes, I do. All right, so I've got a couple videos that we're going to take a look at. First one is the Kevin Conroy Batman.
Who doesn't love Batman? I'm going to go ahead and practice my Kevin Conroy Batman right here, right now for you guys by doing some lines from The Dark Knight Returns Part 2, where he versus Superman. Let's do this shit. You say you answer to some sort of authority. They only want me dead because I'm an embarrassment. Because I do what they can't. What kind of authority is that? It doesn't matter. It's their world, Bruce, and they won't stand for you anymore. If it isn't me, it'll just be someone else. Really? Who do they send after you? I didn't have to go easy on you. A different binding agent, a stronger mix. I want you to remember that. I wanted to remind you to stay out of my way. In all the years to come, Clark. In your most private moments, I want you to remember the one man who beat you.
So this is a really decent Batman. Especially when you compare it to my take or Chris's take and so on and so forth. That is still very clearly a version of Kevin Conroy's Batman.
What I'm looking at looks like a hot spring, not like a decent Batman.
Huh?
What I'm looking at looks like a hot spring, not a decent Batman.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Did you hear the Batman? Were you paying attention?
I know. I'm sorry.
AI is extremely aggravating, considering that a lot of my comments, you guys seem to think I'm using AI to change my voice into these different characters, specifically my Raymond Reddington voice, which sparked a massive argument in a comment section of talent.
Skip a little.
Now I'm going to show you how I do the Raymond Reddington voice again, even though I already a bunch of you have been on my lives. Slowly push out every enunciation.
Now, he does a fantastic Raymond Reddington.
All words. He's breathing. He speaks. He's contemplating every single syllable.
Chris, you got a huge echo apparently.
Lisp when he speaks. I'll only speak with Elizabeth Keene. Make sure you're adding his head tilt and his pauses. That slight fray of the lip. He lets his bottom teeth stay exposed. Why would you do that? And he has the, I don't know, the smack, that sound. Just, I'm not really sure, Harold. Why would you do that? Taken aback, the head shake, the pause, the anger, slow, calculated, specific. Undoubtedly dangerous. You don't know. How could you? I'm the concierge of crime.
Like, that is a fantastic Raymond Reddington. If we wanted to do more videos with it, he's like hands down that. And then we switch it to Joker.
Just, I'm not really sure, Harold. Why would you do that? taken aback. The undoubtedly
Come on, switch over to
the
Joker.
crime. I'm Raymond Redding. How to access Mark Hamill's Joker through can't defy without but then learning how to do, come on. Well, it's Star Wars. I'm not sure. I really like that. Like closer to Mark's normal speaking. Come on, Brian. You can't have pie. You can't have pie without Cool Whip. I know you do. That's why you're my favorite Batman. Hello, operator. I believe my party's been disconnected.
And of course, he cut out there like I did too. So he does a fucking. I can't hear you.
That was damn good.
Yeah, his Joker, in compared to his Batman, his Joker is fucking spot on. Now his Batman, close enough. I can realistically use it. And at the very least, it doesn't fucking sound like me. That's another thing. It doesn't sound like me. Even if I go, I am Batman. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Even if I go deep, I can't go Kevin Conroy's deep. And like
Right.
hearing his Batman currently, there's an accent for some reason that doesn't need to be present.
Mhm.
And so I'm curious about switching his roles from Batman to that, but I don't have anyone to replace Batman anyways. And that's okay. That's whatever. Levi's Batman impression sounds British. Mine sounds British. How does mine sound British?
I am the knight.
I am the night. It's just I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. The Batman voice just needs a touch more gravel. And I could give him that feedback. But what do you want to do? Do we want to contact him and have him do more? Because it would cost more. Because he's much more. I think that might need to be a talk off of stream.
What does he charge?
80 to 100. He works with people that are content creators, but $80 to $120 per minute of dialogue.
Okay.
Just okay. Do we want him to do Joker for sure?
I think it's reasonable. It's worth talking about.
Yeah. I'm gonna send him a message. On TikTok because he'll respond probably faster over there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna have you pull up the script, and I will do my stuff. Obviously, what the hell? Come on, work, ding thing. I'll do my stuff, of course. I'm gonna get rid of these videos real quick. I don't need them. In the Levi to do, I've already changed the lines. I don't need to change them. We'll get rid of that. Save that. So the script is pretty much here, but we've got some comments that we might change some of the lines too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do Batman and Levi, and then we'll cut to you.
Give me a second. I'm waiting for Discord to load.
Oh, okay.
My computer's not loading it very
Okay, I
quickly.
was making a UK comparison. Oh, yeah, that's understandable. I am vengeance. I am the knight. I want another shrimp on the barbie, mate. Okay, that was totally off. So he sounds like he might be Ozzy. Wasn't Kevin Conroy Canadian? Where was Kevin from? He was from New York. Fucking didn't sound it. Man, he never sounded like he was from New York. Makes sense. Batman is British. He's basically made Gotham his own little colony. Oof. How was the convention, by the way?
It was fantastic.
That's good to hear. I don't know how Comic Con's gonna go, but like for FanX, for everyone wondering, here's the plan, and Chris is getting told this right now too. If I am not sure, if we don't get a notification by middle of July, me and my spouse, we have to buy tickets for ourselves. And it's going to be a 1-day pass, and we're going to plan things out, and we're going to plan things out for that. Because they have to put time off in advance enough that they can argue, hey, I got this time off. Because the way their stuff works, it's like months ahead of schedule, not a month. It's really damn annoying. So if we get notified way later, that's an issue, right?
If we had to buy tickets. Oh, by the way, I'll take care of that.
I meant me and my spouse, because from what I understand, if you have to buy tickets, that's not a thing, right? You said that like if that's like you're not going if you're not getting invited for the panel.
Because we'd be buying whole weekend passes.
Yeah.
And it's going to be including airfare, and it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be, I'll be totally honest. It might be ridiculous as is, even if we do get the panel, depending on, where the funding comes from.
Yeah. And so like getting told in enough time that people could be like, oh, we want you to come, like mid-July isn't just the marker for my family. To be perfectly honest, for everyone here, mid-July also gives us enough time to be like, hey, everyone, we want to go. How many of you will actually go? And by the way, this is a huge expense. If we can offset some of this with donations to go to see you, that would be lovely, because we're not getting invited and paid by the convention to go there.
Well, the convention doesn't pay us, but they'd be giving us free tickets.
Yeah,
but it might just be free tickets for you and me, unless we tell them there's 6 people on the panel.
Yeah,
which would be you, your kids, and spouse, and Aline. Which even then they might not give that to us.
So it's a matter of like finding out what is covered, what is not covered, and we need a reasonable amount of time to figure that out, especially with how far Chris would be traveling. Anyways, cut back to what weird other stuff though, because that's something that we don't have to think about right now. I think the first week of July is when I will bug him again and just be honest. And I was like, look, I honestly need to know far enough in advance that we can crowdsource some of the funding to come there. Otherwise it's not a reality for us.
Right.
And that's sad, but it's also one of those things where like they should know by then. They really should. A convention that large, and the fact that we put an application in months in advance, and we had a room almost completely booked out with nearly 200 some people, and they can't be bothered to let us know. That's
something to consider. Also, is they fired Croy Province, who was the person I used to work with, who had been their director of events for like 5 or 6 years, and Croy was on top of her shit.
Yeah.
And whoever the replacement is, when I reached out to them last year about the possibility of it, briefly, took the guy a month and a half to even like respond to my email, and all he wrote was, "Thanks for reaching out. I'll let you know." And I never heard back. I think Croy probably did the work of 5 or 6 people, and they had no idea, and was probably way overworked. And they decided that because Croy wasn't getting probably some core competency done because of everything else that Croy was doing, that they were like, "You're not doing your job," and fired her. Not realizing how much she was doing, and they have not been able to replace her properly. Is my suspicion.
I was Ryan the person that you emailed?
I don't remember.
We only have one option: VillainCon 2026. That would be lovely. Anyways, let's go to the script and let's figure that out if you've got it.
1 second.
We can do offline talk afterwards.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the Batman my parts real quick. My training is complete. The Hermit revealed truths beyond Gotham's reach. Yeah, everyone knows about the monks. Wait, Hermit? Master Roshi, a relic of wisdom and questionable habits. But now I can extend justice across the multiverse. That's only slightly concerning. What exactly did Roshi teach you? Watch and bear witness. Let this light echo across the world. Echo across worlds, a warning to those who walk the path of crime. Look, Maximus plot armor. It took Roshi years to learn. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Ka me. Sorry. Me ha. And I have the reaction similar to what I had last time.
Levi?
Huh?
It's Kamehameha, not Kamehame. May.
You can fix it if you want to fix it.
I'm just letting you know.
It's
You don't
what?
want all the DBZ fanboys to freak out at you.
It's what?
Kamehameha.
So it's Kama, right?
No, it's Kame, but Me is pronounced May.
Ha. Kamehameha. All right.
Yeah.
I'll update the file, Bruce, and my training doesn't end here. Another master waits. Then we hear Goku's voice. And I don't know what voice I don't know what clip I'm gonna grab or use.
He did
Bruce.
fine. He did fine with that. That's 1 second of, "Hey, it's me, Goku."
Wait, Bruce. Oh, I have so many mixed emotions right now. John, I have something to show you. And then we would cut to John on the phone with Joker, and I'll have like however much time I feel needs to happen. So this is where you get to join in now.
I just
Ready?
need 1 second. I'm sorry.
All right,
I'm
you're good.
doing as fast as I can.
Depending on the dub, that's true. It does depend on the dub.
Okay.
All right.
You'll get a notification here in a minute. You'll know why I was distracted.
I'm guessing signing into something.
Nope. Nope.
Huh?
But you'll know what it is when you see it.
All right.
Discord. Where is you?
Levi to do content flows and creations.
All right.
Ew.
Cut to John online with Joker.
Laser gloves. He has laser gloves. Where does he get these marvelous toys? I want some, John.
Joker, hold on. Levi, did we sell Batman laser gloves?
No, pretty sure that would fall under the gun category.
Well, and a grappling hook isn't? Look, Joker, we didn't sell Batman any laser gloves, so it'd be hard to know which.
Then what is the blasted blue beam he keeps firing at me?
Blue beam? Joker, hold on. Did you just mouth Kamehameha?
Mm-hmm.
Joker, listen.
That's it. Look, you want to hit a guy in the phone, would you?
Joker, you need to leave now. Joker?
What do you mean you don't need to? That's your whole... You don't use guns. What the heck is an energy beam? John, get me the hell out of here. Yeah.
Oh, shit. He just got Yamcha'd. Yamcha never got hit with the Kamehameha. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out that line. Levi, I know you're excited and a bit worried, but I think you need to be more worried than excited.
I need to fix that line now. That doesn't fit anymore. I think we just we'll figure that out in a minute. Batman with powers, John, and not magicus, but like training and fighting and...
How often does that go well? My point exactly.
Party pooper.
I like it.
Yeah, so we need to fix a little bit here, though. So I know you're excited, and I think we just get rid of the... and a little bit worried. Levi, I know you're excited, but I think you need to be more worried than excited. It still fits. And then we need to figure the oh shit, he just got Yamcha'd. Well, I mean, the Yamcha thing is literally it's been mean to like him just being on the ground Yamcha style. To be honest, it doesn't matter that Yamcha didn't get hit with a Kamehameha. He got Yamcha'd as in like slammed into the ground. And he's now in the style of Yamcha. That's what that means at this point. But if you've got I'm guessing you've got something else.
I'm thinking about it. I still want to update that line. I'm not typing there. I was responding to something else.
You're good. I've been doing the Joker voice for like a solid 30 minutes to an hour before you popped on.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, it's dead. My voice is gone right now.
Yeah.
Like if you go back to earlier parts of the stream, I was just doing a bunch of it. And I have something that's like bugging, and I keep spitting some stuff out here and there. So I love the Meek saying party pooper and then John just having like the hard stare, like the Paddington hard stare type of thing.
Yeah.
Just a dude, really? Fucking hell. Yeah, kind of. The Lokis versus Avengers. He just got Loki'd. No, that doesn't fit. It's still like it still fits like the Yamcha in a sense, but like I do agree, like it is kind of cumbersome.
You all right?
Mm-hmm. All right. So Batman's new Robin Paddington Bear. Oh my god. A part of me really wants to do that, but another part of me is just like I'm too tired to like. If I make that skit right now, something else isn't happening. I've got to do an ideas to revisit on that one. I will go look at that at another point. All right. I do not know what Chris is doing, and I don't know what notification he said I was going to get.
Should be on your phone. Something happens on the 21st every month, and I took care of that.
I haven't. Oh, did I get paid? Is that what I got?
Yep.
Because I didn't get a notification yet. Sometimes a
No.
notification. That's lovely. Thank you. That's awesome.
Hardcore player 316. Great question. The answer is Goku. But between those three, the Blob.
Yeah, I believe that's like canon too. I think there's a comic
Yeah.
strip that shows it. Levi, have I slept? I got a little bit of sleep. That's not the issue. And I'll probably have dinner and then I'll stay awake until like 8, 9 o'clock until I pass out. And that'll be good. The problem is like staying asleep. Which I'll probably take medication to help me stay asleep tonight. Yeah, the losing my voice trying to do the Joker voice. Like earlier on, it was really good. I was holding it relatively well. Like I was playing some of the IRS clips. Yes, I don't bring up. What a jet! Oh, I can't do it right now. I just can't. It's just dead.
Oh wow, thank you.
Huh?
My food has arrived.
I've got parts for you.
Parts for me? Thank you.
You're live.
Hold on. Which
We'll probably end the live here in a second.
Because we need to chat. I've got 15 minutes and then I have to prep for my writer's room tonight.
All right, so we're going to end the live right now, everyone. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me and helping me iron some of this out. We're going to work on effectively one line.
You can leave the door open.
So I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, abiding spirit, and harmony among others. Remember to take one breath, one step, one day at a time, because we want you to be here for the next. And until the winds blow your sails our way again, have an Acme day. And remember,
Have an Acme Day is a product of the, I almost said Acme Corporation. Have an Acme Day is a product of Villain. Having an Acme Day will be trying to build your account. Have an Acme Day.
and have an Acme day simply means have the best day you possibly can. Bye, everyone.